After something breaks you, just getting out of bed feels like a victory. And it is. But there comes a moment, and only you'll know when it arrives, when surviving is no longer enough. So if you've suffered some trauma and you feel like you're just surviving and can't seem to move forward, you're just getting by, I really hope that this video can bring you some hope. Surviving looks like functioning, but feeling nothing. It's waking up and making it through the day. Not because life feels that like that day is worth living per se, but because you don't know what else to do. Surviving is armor. It's the shell that forms around a wound to keep you from bleeding out. And let's be clear, the shell that you have saved your life. There's no shame in survival mode. I hope that you understand that. It was necessary. It was brave. Don't let anyone rush you out of your survival before you're ready. Surviving isn't weakness. It's the foundation. But here's what a lot of people don't realize about surviving. If you stay there too long, the armor becomes a prison. You stop hurting, yeah, but you also stop feeling. You stop dreaming, stop connecting, stop breathing, and stop becoming. The very thing that protected you can really start holding you back. Thriving doesn't mean that the trauma disappears. It doesn't mean you forget. It doesn't mean that every day is bright and cheery. Thriving means that the wounds become a scar. Still visible, still part of your story, but no longer in control of it. Thriving looks like wanting something again, trusting someone again, believing that your best days are ahead of you, not buried behind you or like some smoldering fire under the ashes. It looks like choosing, even on some of your hardest days, to water the life that's still in you. So how do you cross from one to the other? You don't leap, you don't rush, you walk. One honest conversation with someone who cares. One boundary set with someone who's pushing on you. Even if that person is you. One morning, you let yourself feel something. Instead of numbing it away, you make that choice. One day you tell your story, not as a victim, not as someone defined by what happened to them, but as someone who came through it. You were not designed to white knuckle your way through the rest of your life. You were made to soar, not despite what happened to you, but somehow mysteriously, beautifully, because of what you survived. If you're still in survival mode today, stay the course. You're not behind, you're not lagging, you're not falling back. But when you feel that small, stubborn flicker, that whisper that says, there's more for me, don't ignore it. Pay attention. Fan it into a flame. Surviving may have gotten you here, but thriving is where you're going. Will you all have an amazing day. Take care.